Welcome dear students. So in the last class we have started exercise 15b where we were learning or talking about BPT, basic proportionality theorem. Okay. Now, so the first question for the day is question number 7, which says in the figure given below A, B, C, D and E, F are parallel lines. So you can see the arrows, right? So these lines where you are seeing arrows are parallel to each other. Given AB is 7.5, DC is Y, EF is 4.5, BC is X centimeter and CE is 3 centimeter. Calculate the value of X and Y. So all the measurements are given in the diagram itself. Okay, so let's find the value of X and Y. Alright, now if you observe triangle BEF, okay, so if you observe BEF, you see in this triangle DC is parallel to EF, right? So that means if you apply BPT out here, this is parallel to this one, so that's why this parallel line will divide or make BD is to DF is equals to BC is to CE using your basic proportionality theorem. Okay, so this is what we get. BD is to DF is equals to BC is to CE. Okay, now what is the value of BC here? So you know BC is given to be X, isn't it? Okay, BC is X and CE. Okay, so CE is given to be 3. So that's why BC by CE is X by 3. Okay, now so BD is X and DF is 3, right? Okay, so see here BD is going to be how much? So BD is going to be X and DF is also going to be 3 from this. Okay, BD is X and DF is 3. Now in triangle AFB, okay, so let's see where is AFB. AFB is this triangle. So in this triangle DC is parallel to AB, right? So DC is parallel to AB, isn't it? So in this case, see, you know this angle and this angle, they are corresponding angle, so they are equal, and you know that this angle is common to this triangle and this triangle, isn't it? So that's why can say that this AFB and CFD are similar triangle. Yes, so if these two are similar triangles, then the corresponding sides must be in proportion. So that's what is written out here. Okay, so FD by CD, okay, FD by CD must be equals to FB by BA or AB. Okay, so that's what is written using the concept that the corresponding sides in a similar triangle are in proportion. So that's the concept being used here. Okay, now can I write FB, okay, FB as FD plus DB? Yes, so in place of FB I have written FD plus DB. Alright, now just put the value. FD is how much? So FD is DF, so DF is 3. CD, so CD is Y. Okay, FD is again X. Okay, I'm sorry, FD is 3, just now we saw, right? So FD is 3 and DB, so DB is X. Okay, so X plus 3 divided by AB, AB is 7.5. Okay, be careful with this, call this as equation number 1. Alright, now in triangle BEF, okay, so in BEF, again BEF, you have CD is parallel to FE, isn't it? Okay, so in the same way, see however we got this, we can say that this triangle and this triangle, they are similar. So if they are similar, then BC by CD must be equals to BE by EF. Okay, that's what is written. Now see what's BE actually. BE can be written as BC plus CE, isn't it? Okay, so that's what is written. Now let's put the value. So what is BC? BC is X. What is CD? CD is Y. So it is X by Y out here. Okay, so BC is x, CE, okay, CE is given to 3, EF is, what is EF? EF is 4.5. So from here, if you calculate the value of y, okay, so it becomes, so this y goes up, this x plus 3 comes down, this 4.5 and x gets multiplied. So you get 4.5 into x is 4.5x, and when it goes to the denominator, you get x plus 3. So this is your value for y. Call this as equation number 2. Okay. Now what am I going to do is I am going to substitute 2 in 1. That means this 2 gives me the value of y. So this value of y will be substituted out here. So you get this one. Okay. So bring it to the numerator. So you get 3x plus 3 into 3 is 9. So 3x plus 9 divided by 4.5x is equals to this one. Do the cross multiplication. Okay. So I am not showing all these steps. So after you arrive at this, divide both sides by 4.5. So when you divide, you arrive at this particular quadratic equation, and since you have already done the chapter on quadratic equation, when you solve this, you get the value of x to be 5 and minus 3. Now what is x? X is a measurement, right? Distance. So can it be negative? No. So that's why the value of x will be how much? 5. Okay. Now substitute the value of x in equation number 2. Okay. So it becomes 4.5 into this x becomes 5. Okay. Simplify this. Okay. In place of this x also you have to write 5. Okay. Here also you write 5. Simplify the whole expression. You get your answer to be this much. So that's why your value for x is 5 and the value for y will be 2.8125. Pause the video and note down your solution. Let's have this question now. In the figure given below, PQR is a right angle triangle, right angle at Q. That means Q is 90 degree. Angle Q is 90 degree. XY is parallel to QR. PQ is given to be 6 centimeter. PY is given to 4 centimeter. PX, okay, PX is to XQ is given to be 1:2. Calculate the length of PR and QR. So PR and QR, that's what we need to find. Okay, so basically whenever there is right angle triangle, we have to make use of something called Pythagoras theorem. Always remember that. Okay, so what is given here is PX is to XQ, that is PX by XQ is 1/2, and XY is parallel to QR. That's what is given, isn't it? That means using BPT, PX is to XQ will be equals to PY is to YR. Okay, and that is equals to 1/2 because PX by XQ is 1/2. Okay, so that's why, see here carefully, PY is given to be, so forget about this, so PY is given to be 4 centimeter, right? So that means what will be your value for YR? YR into this becomes YR into 1 is YR, 4 into 2 becomes 8. Okay, so since PY is 4 centimeter, then the value of YR becomes 8 centimeter. Okay, so that's why we got our first answer. See, they are asking us to find PR. So PR is PY plus YR. So PY is 4, YR is 8. So add them, you get PR to be 12 centimeter. Okay, so my first answer is 12 centimeter. Now, in order to find QR, that is this one, we must know the value of PQ, which is given to 6, and we must know the value of PR. So we'll apply Pythagoras theorem and it gives me this one. So PR is 12 centimeters, so this is 12 square. PQ is 6, so it becomes 6 square, right? So 12 square is 144, 6 square is 36. Simplify this, this is 108. Now QR square is 108. Find the square root of 108, you get QR. So you can use your log table and find the value of square root of 108. It turns out to be 10.39. Okay, so this is my second answer. So you may pause the video and note down your solution. Let's have one more question, the last question for the day. So question number 9 says, in the following figure, this figure, M is the midpoint of BC. So this is the side BC of parallelogram and M is the midpoint. DM intersects the diagonal at AC at P. So see, this DM line intersects this diagonal AC at point P, and AB produced at E. That means if I produce AB, then this DM, when it also produce, gets intersected at point E. You need to prove that PE is equals to 2 times PD. That is PE. See here carefully, PE is 2 times, that is double of PD. That's what we need to show. So let's see. Now, in triangle BME and DMC, see here carefully, BME, BME and DMC. So basically this triangle and this triangle, if you observe these, you have this angle and this angle equal. You know why? Because they are vertically opposite. Okay. Now also this side and this side, are they parallel? DC and BE? Yes, definitely, because you know in parallelogram DC and AB are parallel. So that's why DC will be parallel to BE as well. So that's why we have some set of alternate angle, that is MCD. So this angle is equals to this angle because they are alternate angle. Okay. Now you know that since M is the midpoint, this and this must be equal, right? So in such case, we have to use something called congruency concept. Okay. So using AAS, okay, angle side congruence criterion, I can say that this triangle and this triangle, they are congruent. So congruent means if you want to overlap the triangles, you can exactly overlap them. Okay, fine. So these two are congruent triangles, isn't it? That means in this case the corresponding sides will be equal. In case of similarity, the corresponding sides will be in proportion, whereas in case of congruency, the corresponding sides will be equal. So that's why we have, see here carefully, you already know that. Okay, so just wait a minute. So we have BE. So let's say where is BE? So BE is equals to, you know, DC. Okay, because they are congruent triangles, no? So the corresponding sides are equal. So BE will be equals to DC. Now you know that DC is equals to AB, isn't it? So that's what is written out here. All right. Now let's observe these two triangles, DCP. So let's say DCP means this triangle, and another is EPA. So EPA is this bigger triangle. I'm talking about this triangle and this bigger triangle. So there is also one pair of vertically opposite angle, that is this angle and this angle. So that's why they must be equal to each other, and obviously there has to be alternate angles as well because these two are parallel, isn't it? So we have CDP. So CDP is this angle, and AEP. So AEP is this angle. So this angle and this angle, they are equal because they are alternate angles. Now using AA criterion for similarity, I can say that these two triangles are similar. So if they are similar, you know that the corresponding sides will be in proportion, isn't it? So from here I am using these two. Okay, so the first one and the last one. All right, so this gives me this one. Now see here carefully, I have turned this upside down. So EA went up, DC came down. Okay, similarly in the right hand side also we get the same thing. Okay, now we have, see here carefully, can I write PE? So PE, okay, this we have PE by PD here. So instead of AE, okay, instead of AE, can I write AB plus BE? See here carefully, AB plus BE. Okay, so I am writing in place of EA, okay, or AE. So it is AB plus BE. Okay, so this is not this thing, this is BE. Remember, this is BE. Okay, so we have divided by DC. All right, so this is in place of this, remember. So we have, you know, AB, you know, this is, I told you this is BE. Okay, now you know AB and BE, they are both equal to DC, isn't it? So in place of AB I have written DC, and in place of this BE also I am writing DC. So basically this becomes DC plus DC, which becomes 2 times DC, isn't it? So DC and DC gets cancelled, so you get only 2 here. So bring this PD out here, you get 2 times PD. Okay, so that's what we need to show here. Okay, so you may pause the video and note down your solution. So with this we close for the day. Thank you very much.